rating books that I've read or reread this month or the couple past months. So I'm really excited, and as you can see in the corner over here, these are all the books. So first of all, I'm just gonna be saying the names of the books and then we'll get into it. First thing, the first book I've ever this is the first time me reading this book. This is Wonder by REREAD. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, so it's most of these are children's books because I've been trying to read some of them because I've heard a lot of people saying that children's books are really good. So I've been trying to. So I've watched the movie. The movie made me cry. So yeah, we're gonna be rating this one. And here comes the big pink guy. Okay, so this is Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, and I love this book, so I'm really excited to be rating this and talking about it. And third, this is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen Magnus. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This book is a sequel to one of the books I'll be having, and this is Wish. This was probably one of the first books I've ever got as a gift. This is from my aunt, and I've reread this. This is it's a really good book for children, so I've been excited to reread this actually. And now this is the One of Us is Lying. It's the sequel to Two Can Keep a Secret. It's a really, really, really popular book on TikTok, so I got this and I've read this in I think last year. I read this month, and trust me, I'm so excited to also be reading this. And next is The Cruel Prince. I've heard so much rave about this book. I can't even explain it, but I'm really excited to be rating it or talking about it. So this is one of those book talk books that I've been really excited to read and try reading. So yeah. This is One of Us, and this is probably one of my favorite books that I'll always be rereading. It's The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. This is actually a series on Netflix, as you can see. And the series is really popular, but I read the book, and the book is so much different than it's not that different, but there's some parts are different than the Netflix series. So this is one, and this is also by Karen. Wait, I realized there's a mistake. Two Can Keep a Secret is a different book, and One of Us is Next is the one to One of Us is Lying, so I made a mistake. Now this book, this is my first Arabic novel. This is by Najib bin Mahfouz. This is Al-Mir'ah. This is Arabic, and I think there's a translated version of this. This is so good. This reminds me of No Longer Human by Osama Dazai. I have the book. I've been wanting to reread it, but I could not find the book for the life of me. But this book is so similar to Osama Dazai's No Longer Human. I've realized that in the first couple of chapters. And last but not least, this is also by Karen. And this is The Cousins, and this book, it's not what I thought it would look like from the title, but it's a good book too. So I'm gonna be starting to rate each one, so come on, let's rate each one. Okay, first thing I'm gonna be rating is Wonder by RJ. Now this book made me sob so much. For a children's book, this is I'm sorry, but this is really, really, really sad. I love this book. It's so great. The movie it's a bit different than the movie, but on each chapter, look here, over here, you can see that each chapter is a different character's perspective. So look, first of all, you're gonna start with August, and then you move on to his sister, Via, and so on. And I realized that this book is so much different than the movie. First of all, spoilers ahead. He has different friends from, like, he had friends. It's not like he didn't have friends, and I think one of his friends is Christopher. This book, I'd rate this a 10 out of 10. This is so peak. I'm sorry, I just love this book. It made me sob for like tons of reasons, but this book, I love this book. This is pure cinema. I love this book so much, even though it's a children's book, but it's so bomb. Next we have Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Now this book is pretty large, but this is such look for the names, since it's Russian, since it's Russian, it's a bit difficult and different to read. But I've read Dostoevsky's books before, especially White Nights. White Nights is such a good book. I would recommend you guys try it. But Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, in the beginning, it's a bit boring, but once you get in like the middle, it's gonna get so depressing to the point like you're gonna wonder what even the word depressing is, because this book, I'd rate this and also a 10 out of 10. So most of the books here are great, but I love this. It's so great. Like, but the only like difficult thing in here is the names, because they're Russian and writing them in English is so weird. But this book here is also pure cinema, and as you guys noticed, there's different genres to each book I've been bringing out. So yeah. And now, Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen Magnus. Now this book, I bought it because I eventually really love her. Her books are pure cinema. I think I've read most of her books. She is a peak writer, but this book was just not for me, because there is like I don't know what you call it in English, but fitlam plate. So yeah, but it's a great book. It's a great book, but not for me. I'll rate this a 7 out of 10. I'm sorry, but the plot is not plotting to me. Like, it's a great storyline, but I'm sorry, it's just not for me. But I love Karen. Most of her books that I read are so amazing. I love her, but this book is just not for me. Next is Wish. Now, Wish was one of the first books that ever got me into reading. My aunt got me this, and it's so sad. When I reread it, I realized that like there's my name there, and this book is honestly so, like, if you have a kid and you've been wanting them, or a tween that you want to read, trust me, this is it. It's great. It's light, but it's great. And there's also like the plot and everything is simple and nice. And I realized Barbara O'Connor, most of her books are about dogs. So yeah, but this is about there's some depressing things in here that I realized that some kids might relate to, but this is really good. And for like kids, I just really like this book. I'm gonna give it it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I love this book, but it's a simple like book for little kids. Now, this one is a book talk favorite. This is One of Us is Lying by Karen. Also, again, most of her books are really listed. This book, it's so great. I love this book. It's so great. The plot, everything in here was peak. I would, honestly, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. This book is really great. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's very good. Like, it's so great. I love this, but for me, it's one of the most peak things like Book Talk have ever given us, so I'm really grateful for this. Now we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Now, this book, at first it was boring because, like, oh my god, like, it was unexpected, but spoilers, I just really did not like the fact that Jude was kind of annoying. Like, the main character Jude, she was kind of annoying, but it's a great book. And it's also a book talk favorite, but this is a great book for the fans of it. But to me, it was kind of boring, but it was good. It was good, but boring. You know when you watch a movie, but it's boring, but it's also good? This gives me the same feeling, and honestly, I'd rate this 7 out of 10. Alright, next we have Al-Mir'ah by Najib Mahfouz. Now, this is an Arabic book, and this is the first Arabic novel that I've ever bought in my entire life. Usually I borrow novels. I don't usually buy them, like if they're Arabic, because my Arabic's reading are not that good. But I saw this and I really wanted it, and I got it. This book reminds me of Osamu Dai's No Longer Human for some point, because it's based in the 60s, 50s, between that period of time, and there is so much common factors between both of the books, and this is placed in the book's characters and everything. The events are placed in Egypt, Cairo, and honestly, it's a peak fiction. And Najib Mahfouz is probably one of my best favorite writers ever, and I've read his books, but they're mostly my friends, but never mind, I usually borrow them. But this is peak cinema again. This book is so good. I highly recommend anybody to read it, and it's really good. So yeah. Next, The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. Now this book, it's so great. I loved it. It's so great. Okay, so basically, but there is some things that I've been weirded out by, especially Jolene and Beth's relationship in this book is so weird, but it's a great book. I loved it. I've always reread this, like every year at some point I have to reread it, and it's really good. Rest in peace, Walter Tevis, because your books are peak. I love this. Love this book. This is also peak cinema. I rate this book a 10 out of 10. Now we have One of Us is next. Because I realized, Karen, you have One of Us in every... Okay, so One of Us is next is... I think that, yeah, this is the sequel to One of Us is Lying. I loved the first book. This book, I'm sorry, I just could not stand it. Everything changed. I loved the first book, but this one, I just could not stand it. I give this book a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry, Karen, I love your books, but this one was not for me. It was not a great sequel. This is all, yeah, also, disclaimer, everything here is my opinion. So if you disagree, don't come and try to kill me or something. But this book, it's great for the people who like it, but to me, it's not it. I'm sorry, I just did not really like this book. So yeah, I'm gonna give this yeah, I think I said I give it 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for this. I did not like it. Now this is The Cousins by also Karen, because I realized I've reread most of her books this month or the past couple months, because I've been wanting to get into her more, because I used to be so obsessed with her. This book, it was not what it like, and you know, here it's different than what's inside the book, because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna spoil it, but read it. It's really good. And I'll just give this a 9 out of 10. This book is a 9 out of 10 for me. And yeah, this is for me a 9 out of 10. I'm sorry, but yeah. Also, everything said in this video is my opinion. Also, look at Thor over there. He's so cute. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I'm so happy that you clicked on this video, because essentially this is my first video and I'm really excited. Bye.